Bitch, please, bestie. If resting makes you feel guilty, anxious, or like you're about to get yelled at by an invisible authority figure, sit down. Yes, sit. Congratulations. You've already started the work. Never gets any better, I swear. Hey, bestie, come sit down with me. Yes, sit. That's already part of today's work. Because today we're talking about something that sneaks up on a lot of us just as responsibility, productivity, or being a good person. Guilt. Specifically the guilt you feel when you rest. That little voice says you didn't earn this. You should be doing more. You're being lazy. You're falling behind. Also known as the unpaid manager living in your head. Let's name this clearly before we go any further. That voice is not wisdom, it's conditioning. Somewhere along the way you learned that rest had to be justified. That exhaustion was proof of worth. That burnout was a badge. That stillness was suspicious. Because heaven forbid you sit down without explaining yourself to capitalism, your ancestors, and Susan from accounting. And if you grew up being needed, relied on, or praised for how much you could carry, rest didn't feel safe. It felt like abandonment, like failure, like letting people down. So today's shadow isn't laziness, it's internalized pressure. Breathe with me for a second. Let your shoulders drop. Let your stomach soften. Notice how your body reacts to the idea of doing nothing. That reaction is the work. Yeah, that flinch, that one. Because rest isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's nervous system permission. Shadow work question for today, and I want you to answer this honestly. Who taught me that my value comes from output? Maybe it was family. Maybe it was culture. Maybe it was survival. When rest is punished or shamed early on, your nervous system learns to stay on guard. Stillness feels dangerous because it once came with consequences. So when you rest now, guilt rushes in to keep you moving. Not because you're wrong, but because your system is trying to protect you the only way it knows how. Here's the reframe, and I want you to hear this slowly. Rest is not a reward, it's a requirement. You don't rest because you finished everything, you rest because you are human. And bestie, if rest feels uncomfortable, it's because you're finally breaking a spell that kept you useful but unwell. Let that land. Yeah, that one stings a little. Today's practice is simple and powerful. The next time guilt shows up while you're resting, don't argue with it. Just say quietly, I am allowed to exist without producing. Say it again if your chest tightens. Because your worth is not measured in effort. Your value doesn't evaporate when you pause. And you don't owe exhaustion to anyone. Rest is where integration happens. It's where healing sticks. It's where your magic actually replenishes. All right, messy besties. If this one landed for you, go ahead and drop the word rest in the comments below. It tells me you stayed for all the magic. If you have anything you need to say, put it with it. Don't hold back. Don't go away holding it in. And don't let it fester. Sharing it helps you, and that too is a part of what shadow work when you feel guilty for resting is about. If you need to summon me before tomorrow, you can find me on Facebook at the Carnivore Witch Drea. And if you're subscribed and rang the bell, then you will be the one being summoned as soon as I upload, go live, or post in the community tab thing, whatever it's called. Thank you for showing up for day 26. Thank you for being brave enough to rest with me. And don't forget, bestie, please like this video. The algorithm rewards creators by showing this video to others who desperately need permission to sit their tired little selves down. And as always, I love you, messy bestie. If no one told you today that rest is allowed, know I told you first. And if no one told you today they love you yet today, then know I told you first. Stay strong, stay messy, but don't forget your magic. I may be the witch, but you are the magic. I'll see you tomorrow, messy bestie, for day 27.